Andrew. Hope you're having a great day today. This is your video lesson. Let's see here. One thing I want to talk about. I'll talk about that thing, and if you have questions at the end of this, or want me to look at anything, feel free to send it on over to me. I'm more than happy to answer. I'm going to go over the first part of the pre-verse for Soul to Squeeze and the little fills that he does in there. Obviously, there's a lot more than this, and on the repeat through, he does a couple extra ones, but I'm going to stick with this for today. So the first thing in this section is I kind of just a playthrough of what it sounds like. I'll break it down for you now. You have your F chord. So he doesn't really do anything fancy there as far as fills for that chord in this particular iteration of it. And then, but in the next one though, what he does is he goes to an A form C chord. But to get there though, what he does those little moving bass lines. So if you notice in the F chord, you get your low note F there, and then what he does to get into the C chord is he does a, and then so the groove is kind of really in that bass line that he's doing. When he goes from the F, he walks up to the G, hammers from G to A to the C, and that leads him right into the C chord. So one thing to think about when you're doing these Hendrix style or these Motown style chords with fills is that they're trying to think of like what's the smoothest way I can get to the next chord to create motion or to create voice leading. And so to get from this here, what he does, he uses the scale to kind of fill in the blanks a little bit. So he's using C major pentatonic. You can analyze it a bunch of different ways, but I'll just analyze it as C major pentatonic because he's using that shape right here. So that might be something that you want to kind of take as your own like little thing out of this, is that when you play an A form C chord, they use that box, that A form box. And it works anywhere. I mean, you could do it on the F chord here if you wanted to. So Frusciante could have easily have done that. But if he did that, what would it have sounded like? It was like, right? So you can make even dig a two chord groove. Right? So they're interchangeable, not just in these situations, but you can like take these licks that he does and use these as kind of like your own lick bag when you're playing these cage chords. Next one he's got here, he's got to slide from into the D minor, so he's doing D, E, D, and into the chord. You can even view it as that he's just playing this. Right? So it's just kind of like he's seeing the scale. The more I think about it, it's like maybe he's using F major pentatonic there, but we can discuss that in the lesson next time. So anyway, so we get that first bit, it's going to sound like this. And then into a B flat major 7 chord. This is a very common jazz style voicing. Obviously, you can use it for rock. Frusciante is no stranger to the major 7 chord. He uses it actually fairly frequently in comparison to other rock guitar players. But this would be a voicing that I would want to learn. So this would be on my short list. So like this one here for Under the Bridge, right? And then this one here. Those would be ones that would be on my short list as to ones that I would have under my fingers to use them for other situations. So this would be a chord that I would spend time working on. And I even have a section in my curriculum called Jazz for the Rock Player, where I take you through some beginner level jazz tunes. So not to learn jazz, but to see how the jazz players are connecting them and getting more chord vocabulary for your own rock tunes, because really a lot of these are interchangeable. Anyway, so we got this so far. Then the next section doesn't have any real fills in it, so we have D minor. But a lot of syncopated chord changes, so the timing can be kind of tricky there. F, C, then B flat major 6. It's 3, 3, 3, 3, right? And he's doing a B flat major 6, which is, see, those are interchangeable. So like I could have easily have done the beginning part of the song like this. Right, I could have done that, or I could have done this right here. So I can combine those things. Right? So that's the value of learning the 7th chords in these little fills, is that you can kind of start linking them together like Lego pieces. So one more time, playing all the way through, we have this. Oops, that's not a great bit, sorry. Cool, man. So work on that bit for me, and then what we'll do is we'll just keep on going through sections of the song. There's a lot of little bits and pieces to this one, so it's one that we might have to take a few weeks to really dissect and to get Frusciante's Motown style or Isley Brothers style guitar playing a bit more on your fingers. So cool, man. Like I said, let me know if you have questions. If not, I'll catch you same time next week. No, 2 weeks. I'm off next week, so 2 weeks.